But further than that, every now and again, sometimes when you're doing this, you want to ask OKRs type questions about the plan, right? And those questions are things like, does this action in the plan, does this thing that we're doing, does this plan even, but does the action or does the solution to the problem, does it help us? Specifically, does it help us meet our objectives and deliver our key results? And this is where you get a good connection between the people in the meeting, and if you can collaborate and debate whether this is a good plan, right? How does this action help? How does it help us? Like, let's try and understand really what we're trying to do here. We don't want just a dead plan that we're executing blindly. We want to really understand, how does this actually help get to the result? Is there a better way, right? As we go through the quarter, especially as we come into, we run into problems, we do learnings and so on, we should discover that there's a better way than we thought on certain parts of this. Maybe there's a whole chunk of this plan we don't need to do. And there's no point in saying, here is my plan, I'm executing my plan, I have executed the plan, or we have executed the plan, if at some point in the quarter you could have figured out, there's a better way, we shouldn't do this plan, we should do something else. Let's cross out this whole section of the plan. Let's just not do it. Let's do this instead. Let's instead of running a massive marketing campaign, let's just write a press release, and that's actually going to get the right result, or whatever we're doing. Now, I'm not a marketing guru, but you understand the point of this, right? There's some things that you discover an easier or a better way to get to the result you're trying to get to. And this is the power of OKRs, because you've got the objective and the results you're trying to drive, and that's your North Star, that's your guiding thing. But then you're comparing your plan and you're adapting your plan as you go, right? As opposed to having your plan as the written in stone plan that you're then executing and testing everything against that. You're testing everything against the result you're trying to get, but you're reviewing and talking about your plan on a regular basis in that context. And the next question is really, how do we know, right? Because often enough, this is an opinion, right? So someone thinks this is the better way because I think it's the better way, or this is what's going on, or this action helps because of this. And how do we know is an interesting question, because it's not a challenge to the person, it's an inquiry, and we're trying to understand, how do we understand this better? How do we get better at understanding what it is that we try to do, and how what we're doing is attached to the results that we're getting. Now, what's going on here really is that then people are sort of learning about different things. Now, if you're not careful with this kind of meeting, it ends up being one person defending their plan. What you really want is everyone working together and all learning about the plan, learning about the business, learning about how these actions in different parts of the business and different parts of this team contribute to the key results you're trying to get. And of course, the purpose of all of this discussion is to come up with the answer to, should we change anything? Should we change anything about the plan, about the actions we're carrying out, about the resources we're applying on this, and so on? Should we change anything? That's an important